hello. Send a little wave. Let me know that you're here. I'm going to pull up the live on my cell phone, make sure everything is going okay. Megs, hello. How are you today, Megs? Welcome, welcome, everybody. If you're watching the replay, this will be here in the group. And the replay for this will also be on YouTube. So if you're watching the replay on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do post a lot of live events that I have here in the group, the Facebook group Love Magic Personal Power, on to YouTube. So that's always a really good way for you guys who are here in the group to even find your favorite videos. Rachel, hello. Shar, hello. How are you guys today? I'm so excited about this. I've done a lot of visioning workshops throughout the years, right around the end of the year. And I'm curious, are you a person who tends to make New Year's resolutions? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. How have your resolutions gone in the past? Do you tend to set them still? Do you tend to reach those resolutions? Do you give up midway through January? What is your relationship with New Year's resolutions, with New Year's goals? How does that usually work for you? And we're going to talk a little bit about the difference between a resolution or a mantra or even an intention, and how that just feels so much different. Hi there, Jennifer. How are you? Welcome, welcome, guys. One thing that you might want to do as we're waiting for people to pop on is just grab a notebook and a pen. There is a link to the workbook for the New Year's vision. If I can find it, I'm going to pop it in the comments. So if you haven't downloaded that free guide, feel free to download that now. I'm popping the link in the comments right now. And if you're watching this replay on YouTube, it will be in the description box as well. Meg says I generally do, but I never keep them. Yeah. So I'm not anymore. So I'm just going to be more present. Yeah. Shar, I try to keep mine, but they usually don't work. Yeah, same here. I felt like I would set these New Year's resolutions and then I would get frustrated within a couple of weeks when I wasn't following through, and I would end up abandoning them. And at the end of the year, when I never reached those New Year's resolutions, I'd tend to feel like a failure or so on or so forth, right? And so several years ago, I actually started setting an intention instead, an intention for the year, who I wanted to embody over the next 12 months, over the next year. What lessons do I want to learn? Who do I want to become over that next year? And that has been so much more of a beautiful experience for me, even on times when I didn't quite realize the full potential of what that vision was over that year. I still saw a lot of progress towards that goal. And a lot of times, to be honest, I was able to really step into and embody that by December. So many times, like I'm stepping into that goal, that dream, right around November or the end of November or December. And like most of the progress happened like around September. So I don't know if any of you guys have experienced that, but that definitely has happened to me multiple years. Um, oh, that's exciting, Jennifer. Jennifer's gonna quit smoking. Um, well, and that's one thing too, when it comes to these things, like why January 1st? Is that some magical day? Is that some sort of magical day that's going to make things work? If you want to stop smoking, it's unlikely that you're just going to quit cold turkey on January 1st. So can you cut back up until January 1st? Like, why January 1st? And have you guys done that too? Because I definitely have. I've gone on diet plans and exercise routines January 1st. And it feels like I do pretty good for about the first week. And then typically the motivation falls off. And January 1st didn't actually end up being any sort of magical number for me. So I'm curious about your guys' thoughts on that and what's been your experience with that. Speaking of which, before we get started as well, I will be talking about mindset, ditching the diet, healthy mindset. We're going to be doing that video in a couple of weeks. You will see details about that popping up here in the Facebook group. So keep your eye out for that if that's something that you're interested in talking about as well. We'll be doing that soon. Yeah, Meg says, right. Why the first? Why Monday? Yeah, 100%. How many diets start on Monday? Yeah, why not the next meal or the next whatever? Yeah, and that's one thing that I used to talk to my health coaching clients about is like, instead of putting it off till Monday, like, what if we just know that every moment is a new opportunity for our goal, our dream, or what we want to realize? Like, this moment is better than the first moment on next Monday, right? I always ended up feeling disappointed because I didn't follow through with my resolution after a few days. Yeah. Yeah, same here. So what I found is by setting intentions and by setting mantras, those felt so much better to me. Those felt so much more achievable to me. Intentions instead of resolutions. And it's fairly similar, right? It's just a different word. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started, guys. What we're going to talk about today is we are going to talk about what I'd love for you to take away from this is to really have a clear understanding of what you'd like to create and moving forward into 2023. And I want you to walk away with a mantra for 2023. We're going to talk about a few journaling questions. So have your journal and your pen ready. We're going to do a meditation and then talk about how we can really put actions towards this dream, this goal, this mantra. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. First and foremost, I'm going to start sharing my screen. Let me put the presentation up. Okay, I'm going to start sharing my screen now. Hi, Jihan. Welcome, welcome. You're perfect timing, Jihan. We're just getting started. You're going to want a journal and a pen, and let's go ahead and get into it, guys. So the first thing I'd love to talk about is what are you proud of achieving in 2022? I think it's really important before we start to put our feet on the ground, before we start to think about what we didn't achieve in 2022 or, like getting real with exactly where we're at in life. I think it's really important for us to take a little bit of time and really reflect on what we've achieved. And so you can phrase this in your journal as what did I achieve or what am I proud of? But the invitation that I have for you is to notice if there's any part of you that's like, oh yeah, but it didn't work anyway, or I didn't get the outcome I wanted, or, any sort of ways your brain tries to negate those things that you're proud of. So just watch for that and notice if any of that is coming up. And let's write a list of just a few things you're proud of achieving in 2022. Feel free to comment one or more of them in the comment box. I would love to see what you guys are proud of. I think that this is a really big part of moving into new year, is to really acknowledge how far you've come through this year. So I'd love to hear how far you've come. I'll give about 3 minutes here. For the questions. Oh, and by the way, guys, it is 1:11 here. Meg's bought my house this year. New beginnings for Jennifer. I love it, guys. I launched my new membership, Cosmic Expansion, in April of 2022. That was exciting. Developing and following through with my boundaries. Good one. I took my first driving test. I failed, and it took me a lot to do it. That's amazing. Great job. Sold my old house and living with my kid. Awesome. I had the guts to go through with my hip replacement and finding us on TikTok. I love that, Jihan. Finally left my toxic relationship this year and learned how to stand up for myself. Yes. I feel like together we all built a really wonderful community of very, very wonderful, gracious, vulnerable humans. I appreciate you guys so much. I know it looks like I'm looking up a little ways, but that's where I've got the replay. Try to look where the camera, guys. Anything else you'd like to celebrate achieving? Left a relationship? Yes. I did a lot of healing in 2022. One more minute. Healing for Jennifer. Yeah. Oh, you got to see your family, Jihan. Yes, traveled for the first time post-COVID. That's big. Yeah, you must have refrained from travel for quite some time. Okay, guys, let's move to the next part. Okay, so this is a bit of a look at where are you now? So in your journals, what I'd love for you to do is write down each of these categories and rate your sense of fulfillment in each of these areas on a scale of 1 to 10. And watch for any judgment. There can be some judgment that comes up when you start writing these things down. Always, when we're doing this work, we're really looking from a place of curiosity, not judgment. Oh, that's interesting. Now that I know this, I can do things a little bit differently, right? So if you happen to have some judgment come up around any of the number ratings you give, just try to let that go. Know that this is just an honest assessment of your level of fulfillment in each of these areas of your life. And it doesn't reflect on who you are as a person. You are lovely no matter what. Okay, where are you now? So starting with relationships, how do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how fulfilling your relationships are? 1 being low and 10 being high. And then just kind of jot it next to the word relationship. And then the next one, health. Do you feel happy and fulfilled within your physical and or mental health? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you in your physical and or mental health? Now your career, do you feel fulfilled in your career? Do you feel excited about going to work? Do you feel excited about what you're doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you with your fulfillment in your career? Next, your money situation, your financial situation. How fulfilled do you feel in terms of your income, your savings, your ability to freely spend money? How do you feel in your relationship with money between 1 and 10? And then last is spirituality, that which is greater. How fulfilled do you feel in your connection with that which is greater than you? Some people might call it universe, spirituality, God, nature, whatever it is that you call that which is greater than you. What is your level of fulfillment there? And then looking at your list here, what would you love to improve over 2023? Which area of your life would you love to improve? And if you feel so inclined, feel free to comment it here in the video. What area or areas of your life do you feel like you'd like to increase the fulfillment level over 2023? Does anybody need more time on this exercise? Spiritual and money and relationship. Yeah. Hi, Amanda. Health and spirituality. Yeah, relationships. Can you hear Calcifer sharpening his claws? Calcifer, we're filming. He doesn't care. Okay, perfect. So next is going to be a little meditation. So go ahead and get comfortable, guys. You can put your journal down for now. You can sit in a chair or you can lay back, whatever is comfortable for you. If you are sitting in a chair, however, go ahead and plant your feet nice and firm on the ground. No matter what position that you're in, make sure your back is nice and straight. And if it feels comfortable, you can go ahead and start to let your eyes close. We're just going to start by connecting in with the breath and the physical sensations that occur with the breath. Maybe you'll notice your chest rising and falling, or maybe you'll notice the air coming in and out of your nostrils. Just feel into this moment, and let's take 3 nice cleansing breaths. Go ahead and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more nice cleansing breath, just allowing yourself to breathe at a pace that's comfortable after this. Go ahead and notice the feelings and sensations in your body. If there's any itching or any parts of you wanting to move or wanting to be centered, taking a moment just to breathe in acceptance of that, allowing yourself to be present and in this moment, allowing yourself to be free of distractions, and taking a moment to let go of anything that you feel still needs to be let go of from 2022. Maybe something feels unresolved. Maybe it's a fear that's held you back. Maybe some unmet expectations, disappointments. Maybe it's something you'd like to forgive yourself for, maybe to forgive others for. Just taking a moment to breathe into that and letting yourself release all of those or any of those. Almost like how you'd release a helium balloon, just releasing it and watching it drift away. And now looking at what it is you'd like to visualize for 2023. Maybe you don't know exactly what your desire is, and maybe you do, but just taking a moment to look forward, how this new year holds so much possibility, a blank slate, a new page to be filled with whatever you want. Knowing that there will always be responsibilities and routines of everyday life, but that doesn't mean we have to keep doing things the same way. So whether you wish to bring in big changes or if even if you'd like to do some fine tuning, it's all here for you in 2023. Just taking a moment in your mind's eye for whatever visions come, whatever feelings or emotions, thinking about something that will encourage or inspire you. Possibly a word, or maybe there might be a couple of words. There's no right or wrong answers, just go with your gut. Feeling into what's the word for 2023 that's calling you? Maybe it's something temporary that you choose now, and you may choose something else later, whatever in this moment. Just taking a moment to choose one word or several. And imagine if you truly embodied your word every day in 2023, what would you do differently? And what's one thing you can do every day to anchor your word into your routine? And as you imagine in your mind's eye and focusing on that, how does your word make you feel? Allow yourself to relax into that, feeling the emotions throughout your body. Noticing what you're looking forward to and acknowledging that, and also noticing what you feel apprehensive to and allowing that as well. Taking a moment to think about which life lessons you're taking with you to 2023. And as you're visualizing that, I want to have you imagine that there are 5 doors in front of you. And these 5 doors represent the 5 big areas of your life: your career, your relationship, money, health, and that which is greater. And looking at these 5 doors, notice if they are different colors, shapes, or textures. On the other side of these 5 doors is you accomplishing these goals of 2023. Feeling energetically, which of these 5 doors are you feeling called towards most? Career, relationship, money, physical or mental health, that which is greater. Notice that energy, feeling yourself being pulled with ease, every step feeling pulled towards the door with ease and flow. Notice the confidence you have, the hopefulness you have. And as you're standing before the door, notice if there's any part of you that objects to stepping through this door. Taking a moment to allow that part to be heard and thanking that part for its wise wisdom. And as you go to open the door, notice that you are leading with your wise person inside. The part of you that brought you here today, maybe you want to call it your higher self, that part that's passionate and courageous. Notice yourself opening the door and stepping through. Breathing in all the love and all the bravery for everything you've done to accomplish this. This is you on the other side of 2023. All the things you've accomplished in this area. Notice what might be different. What might be impacted. Just take a moment to offer yourself some gratitude for the courage, for the times that you used your voice, for the times that you were unsure, but you still kept taking one step forward. And just notice how you're feeling in your body. Breathing in your embodied word, allowing yourself a moment to feel that. Taking a moment, and then when you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And on your journal, just jot down anything that feels present to you, anything that you want to remember, perhaps your word or the door you chose, feelings or sensations that felt real. The more specific you are, the more you'll be able to remember. When you feel ready, go ahead and type your word for 2023 in the comments. I'd love to hear what you'd like to share with us, how the experience was. If you chose a word or a door, feel free to leave a comment. What are you bringing into 2023? We have money, relationships, spirituality, success, happiness, being, peaceful, happiness, mental and physical health and happiness, and money. So much good stuff here. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to put anything in your journal. I'd love to hear your mantra as well. Mental and spiritual well-being. Yeah. So maybe a mantra came up to you during the meditation, or maybe you had a word that you'd like to put into a mantra. I'm so sorry, Council Force being so naughty during this live. Calcifer, stop it. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so sorry. Megs, abundance. I'm crying. I feel so warm and happy. I felt my friends hugging me because they're so proud of what I did on my own. Amazing. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. Calcifer, you leave her alone. Right. Cal's word is naughty. Picking fights with his sister while I'm on the live. They haven't fought at all today. It's just now. Free. I love that word. And so if that was the word that came up during the meditation, maybe your mantra is, I am free. I am grateful. Yeah. Yes, free is my mantra. I love it. And we're gonna do one more thing before we close out this live, but I would love to invite you all to take a picture of yourself, put the words for your mantra on that picture and post it here in the Facebook group. I would love to see it. This can also provide an anchor so that every time when you feel like you need just a little bit of motivation, you can pull up that picture. Maybe you can set that picture as a background for your phone, something to help you remember exactly what you're working for 2023. I am mentally and spiritually abundant. Yes, you are. Okay, so our last step before we finish up for today. Going the wrong way, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. How will you practice consistency? My word is being, and my mantra is just be. Yes, I love that. Okay, so how can you practice consistency over 2023? So I have come up with a few ideas. I even have a couple I couldn't fit on the slide, but whatever comes up for you is what's right for you. You do not have to choose one of my ideas. Some of my ideas is committing to 10 minutes of journaling every day. I feel like 10 minutes is enough every day to really anchor this. So journaling what's on your mind, maybe creating a vision board and then looking at that vision board every day. We've got a daily question. What do I need to know today for my highest good? Some options here. What do I want today? What's going to be fun today? A daily gratitude list can be a really great way to tap into that mantra for 2023. Weekly manifestation check-in. While that's not a daily thing, that's definitely something that I do right now and plan to continue in 2023. So I'd love to hear what comes up for you guys when you think about how can you practice consistency? Very angry. What is a step that you can do over the next year, over 2023, to practice consistency? Jumping in your live every morning. Absolutely. Absolutely. Showing up to meditate every single day. Getting an oracle card every single day is a great way to check in on your goals and your dreams. And those of you who come to the morning live, you probably have already seen big shifts happen since you started, especially if you didn't have a daily practice before then. Daily meditation and gratitude list, checking in with my goals at least once a week. Yes, I love that, Sid. Anybody else want to share how they're going to practice consistency? And then I guess what we can do to kind of close out the live, because this is everything that I had for you today. If you could pop one aha, one insight, one appreciation, one of those into the comments. What are you taking away from this workshop into 2023? I totally have, Megs. I'm sure Megs is talking about seeing changes after instituting a daily practice. And I share the daily meditation breaths with my friends at work. Yeah, and if I forget, one of them posts it. It's a habit for us now. Oh, I love that. That's amazing. I think it makes it so much more special too when you're sharing it with people around you, being persistent. Yeah. Aha. Yes. Is anybody willing to commit to posting a picture with their mantra in the group? Mm. Oh, yep, absolutely, Shar. Still have yet to receive an aha. Well, you can always post an appreciation, Jihan. The journal questions and meditation made me realize what I want to work on most next year. And I'm feeling more inspired. I love that, Sid. Megs is going to post a pic. Yes. If you guys do it, I'll do it too. I don't have my mantra yet, but maybe I'll watch this back to do the meditation. Get my mantra. 23 is persistence. Yes, it is. Jennifer's going to post one too. Awesome, guys. Well, let's go ahead and close this out, and I will share an appreciation with you guys. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you for showing up for yourself. I appreciate you for being here with me, for sharing your love and your light, not only here right now, but in the mornings on TikTok. And I just appreciate you guys so much. I really do feel so honored to be a part of this community. Ah, that sounds perfect, Megs. So I appreciate you guys so, so much. I hope that you have a beautiful New Year's Eve, ringing in 2023. Oh, I appreciate you too. And I will see you guys in the morning for morning card pull and meditation. But if you're not a part of the morning meditation, I will see you in a few weeks when we talk about healthy mindset, ditching the diet mindset, and manifesting health over 2023 in what may be a very different way than you've done it in the past. Bye, guys. Oh, I guess I should have stopped sharing a while ago, huh? Forgot that I was just a little square. Bye.